right. The question is it working? All right, YouTube's online. Okay, I think YouTube's working. I think. Okay. Twitch, why are you not working? Oh, oh, it said it was sending data. It said it was sending data, and oh, I think I did it. Oh my God, did I do it? Do I have it streaming on both at the same time? No way. I gotta check this out. Did I actually do it? Yeah, I think I did it. I think I'm streaming on both. Okay, I gotta get like set up here because I don't have a good way to see comments and stuff.
Yeah, I think I did it. I think I'm.
Oh, let me mute myself on those streams. All right. That's a shame. The dashboard doesn't have a way to show comments on both. Interesting. I mean, it appears to be working, guys. I'm streaming on both platforms right now. I think it's working.
I'm streaming on both.
Yep, streaming on both. I repeated myself, sorry. Alright, I got chat open there. I got chat open here. Okay. Alright, let's do this. I forgot to update the title. The title's wrong. I'm not doing Scarlet. I'm doing Blocked and Loaded today. All right. I mean, now I can appease everyone, right? Everyone was saying like, "No, wait, you're on YouTube. No, you should be on Twitch. Wait, you're on Twitch. No, you should be on YouTube." I'm like, "All right, I'll try both." But now we need to pick some music that is not going to get me like banned on YouTube because they take down your videos. Let's see. I think the generic epic music worked. One, it's kind of quiet, and two, it's so generic. I don't think they pick it up. The copyright stuff doesn't pick it up, so we're gonna play with that. Oh, you just have to dodge commercials. Easy dodge. There we go. Good morning, everybody. How you doing today? Alright, let's get going. We have so much work to do. Oh my God. Blocked and Loaded, man. Blocked and Loaded. Let's do our sketch. Yo, the other can I see my sound? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, perfect. Yeah, everything looks good. We're doing good, guys. I am praying that everything works out on both channels at the same time. I really don't know. Like, I don't think I have to hit play on the video on Twitch, but I think I have to hit play on YouTube. I don't know. I'll hit play on both. It'll mess up my hopefully it won't mess up my stream. Alright. So I want to do like a box head. So we're doing that because it is blocked and loaded, right? So I don't want to do like a realistic looking head. But then for the body, I'm trying to think of like how to do it. So I want to do something like this. Because I was actually thinking about doing like an astronaut feel. Like, in the game, you're actually like hopping planets or something. Which I know was not part of the original game, but I want to really deviate here. I mean, like, we can go something generic like this. But I also was thinking, like, what if I did like like I said, like an astronaut? Let me look up a picture of an astronaut. See how I can blend these two together. Actually, let me look up cartoon astronaut. Oh, they have really big boots. It's interesting. Yeah, you thought I was going to say something else. Get your mind out of the gutter. So I still want to stick with the block. I really do want the block head. I think one of the key aspects of the astronaut is that his head doesn't have a neck. That's like everywhere. That seems to be everywhere. Every image, no neck. And then the arms are kind of round and puffy. And then there's this little like, I guess it's like a ring going around the wrist where the exit of the arm is to the hand. And then the hand has the same kind of thing, like a little thing here. And then big cartoony fingers. And then they kind of just have a rounded body, like it goes bigger than their head, like they're kind of overweight. So anyway, that's kind of like what an astronaut looks like. I don't know. I think this is a caricature of a character. Like it looks terrible. Maybe we'll just go with the regular look, and I'll think about a different way to do this. I mean, the other thing I could do is just make him very blocky. You know, the standard fare blocky man. But I kind of want to take advantage of the bone structure and do a little better with the animations and stuff versus what I did before. So I think I'd prefer to like spice it up a little bit more than that. But I'm thinking about like the theme of the game. And in the original game, it was kind of like you go into a town, you find out like all their issues, and there's this overarching battle that's going on. But the game's like setting made no sense. Like you'd have guns, but then it was kind of like medieval castles and ruins, and it was like, but what time period is this? Like I've got a Gatling gun, and they're talking like they're, you know, from the 1500s, and there's a king, and like, why is there a king? Like kings don't really exist anymore. So it was just like a really weird setting, because I was just, you know, just having fun, just making up as I went. With this one, I kind of want to go into it with like eyes open and have a plan. And I kind of want an RPG, right? I want to keep the RPG aspects of it. I want to keep the first-person shooter aspect of it. But I want to do more of like an MMO this time. So the original game was like a MMO light. You could jump into the game. You could tell your friends like, hey, I'm going to the Black Forest, and run into the Black Forest. And if your friends were there, you would just hopefully get into their game that they had available, and you'd be able to see them. And as you like traveled around the world, every time you entered a new zone, it would create a new lobby, and potentially you'd stay with the same people all the time. Unless a lot of people were online. I want to do the same kind of thing here, but more of like an open world and less of these little tiny interconnected dungeon-like areas that you hop between. And then hopefully I can get more people in the world. So that's what I'm aiming for. But I'm trying to figure out what the hell I should make the character look like. And I wanted to have like a time period. Like I wanted to go futuristic. Like think of it as like a futuristic space. Instead of having like these little interconnected doorways between places, I was thinking of doing something like you go to a planet and then you can exit the planet via a ship, but you don't have like a lot of loading screens. Like you're in a giant open world, and then you can leave and come and go, whatever. But that was my idea. I don't really know exactly how I'll end up working with it. But I at least want to get a character working today, and my goal is to get shooting at least started today. Like I want to get past the character and go into shooting. And I guess I can technically skip the character if I'm going to go first person entirely, but I mean the game has third person cameras, so can't just skip it, right? But I could just make the character and have him stationary, and then have him show up in the third-person view, but not worry about like him running around and stuff and his animations, because we can do that later. So one of the things I'll do is I'll just start and see if something comes to me. But basically what I'm saying is I want to blend Blocked and Loaded with Loot or Die, basically. I want to blend those two games together. I forgot the mirror. What am I doing? Dummy. That's how you get like weird vertices and stuff, and you forget to do that stuff. Hey, Dream of Storm, what's up? We are working on Blocked and Loaded today. Blocked and Loaded 2. I was just talking about how I want to make it into like a space odyssey. Oh god, all the things are messed up. I think we're good. But yeah, I was just saying how the original game has it was kind of lost in terms of its time period and like the technology didn't make sense. Like you're like you're dealing with kings and medieval stuff, but then you're firing a laser gun. Like it just nothing about the game really made any sense, like at all. And I'd like to fix that. And so I was thinking like futuristic, basically. I want to go futuristic. There we go. And we're going to get a lot done today, I think. Because everything that I'm going to do today, I've done before. So we shouldn't run into too many issues with like me trying to figure stuff out and, or like programming issues. It should be pretty simple. But the only thing I'm trying to talk through right now is like what's the time period, and then knowing the time period and like so it's all right. It's going to be in the future. Um, you know, I have to make the character look like he's futuristic. You know, without going too far overboard. But I want everything, you know, in the game to reflect the time period. I had to use Blender a bit for work, and it's one of the most unintuitive programs I've ever used. Um, so it depends. Like once you get the hang of it, it's pretty useful. But I'll agree with you that it's not intuitive, and it doesn't really guide you. Like for example, right now I should probably have two screens. I should have a front view and a side view so that I can you know not have to flip my camera constantly to figure out if things look right. But like they don't teach you anything when you're using this stuff. See, I just did it. I flipped cameras instead of. Anyway, I'm not used to working with one or two cameras. I'm used to just flipping back and forth. Yeah, it is kind of unintuitive, but I've looked up some ways to make life a lot easier. I got a little cheat sheet here I'm using. Let's see, Blender tips. Um, you can do like loop cuts. So I'm trying to remember how to do it, but basically I can make like a line that appears across his entire body to create extra vertices, and it's like the most amazing thing ever. But right now I'm sticking to like a blocky look, so he's gonna be pretty limited on vertices. I'm probably gonna stick to very sharp 90-degree edges everywhere instead of having like points in between to like smooth them out and stuff. I'm probably not gonna do that. Okay, I think that's alright. You gotta get it perfect here because if you don't, you'll mess up every animation that you do. It'll all look kind of funky. So, okay, so that's pointing down. Now we gotta do his whittle hand. But like I downloaded an armature that is like pre-made for me, so now I don't have to worry about that crap. Like, there's things that I used to get stuck on that I didn't realize there were very simple answers to. But I guess what I'm trying to say is there's always there's always room to grow as a developer. And I started watching like stories by other developers on YouTube, like successes and failures, and just it's so interesting to me what people get stuck on. You know, because I don't want to get stuck on the same thing. And like for every one of them, at least the successful ones, they are not programmers. They are coders. I mean, I'm sorry. They are artists, which is what my theory has always been with Unity, is that it'll attract more artists than programmers. And so they struggle with these things that I do so easily. And they make these beautiful games that I could never make, at least not yet. But one of them said something that I haven't thought of doing before, and he was like, you know, I took classes, and you know, I started doing things I never thought I'd be able to do. Like the one guy learned how to write music, and I was like, I will never learn how to write music. I've never played an instrument. I don't think I could do it, and I'm like, maybe I should try, you know. Time periods are weird because pirates, cowboys, Victorian England, feudal Japan, Imperial China pretty much existed together, yet they seem so far apart. That's true. The only problem is I was using like laser technology and castles, so I want to stick to the MMO feel, and the MMO feel usually is like medieval kind of. Oh, I don't want to play. I should have made these arms. All right, we're gonna redo this, just because I don't want to get the angles horribly wrong. So here's how you do arms correctly. First, you have to know how to delete them. There we go. Anyway, I guess my point was the idea of like learning something that your whole life you've said there's no way I could learn how to do. To me, that's very like heroic almost, and it's not something I thought of doing. Just double checking that. All right, I want this straight as an arrow. There we go. Then we can move it to the right spot later. I'm gonna sneeze. Whew, that was a big one. Modded Skyrim. You could just do modded. Yeah, so one of the other things I've been doing is I've been actually playing games. And like I played Skyrim, and when I say played, the way I play video game is I try to get the full experience of that video game. So I will play it till the very highest level that I can. And a game like Skyrim that's not really challenging or difficult, that was not hard to do. So unfortunately, I sunk a lot of hours into that, or fortunately. But I've been playing some games. So I played Valheim, and that was actually not very hard. Like people were comparing it to Dark Souls when it first came out, and I played, and it's like, yes, like there's dodging mechanics, and you can do like rolls and stuff, but it's not Dark Souls. There's, you know, parrying, but it's super obvious how to parry. And the one thing I noticed, which I think is good game design, is the enemies always make a noise before they attack. And in that game, like, one of my criticisms is the enemies don't make enough noise. They're all stealth. You know, they sneak up on you, like trolls, the biggest enemy in the game, I think, biggest enemy, besides bosses. They just, like, sneak up on you. Like, you never hear them coming. And it's like, they'll make a noise, some enemies make a noise when they first spot you. So that's helpful. But if they're far enough away, and they can spot you from pretty far away, you never hear it. But anyway, I just thought the sound effect before they attack was very interesting because the enemies make so few sounds, besides like getting hit and stuff, that it made it very obvious, like that you dodge as soon as you hear the noise. So I thought that was interesting. I am much happier with that. Much happier with that. But in terms of like the Blender capabilities, unfortunately I'm not really using a lot of them because the character's so limited. I can't show off some of the cooler things. I think that's it. I think I did it. Perfect. So now when I move around and stuff, it won't be frustrating because it'll look correct. Let's do a new folder here. Blocked. Loaded. Layoted. Loaded. Haha. Yeah, I was thinking about Scarlet, and I was thinking about the big set pieces that it needs to be successful. And I think I need a little more practice with Blender before I can properly do it. I think I'm almost there. But if I make, like, crappy enemies that... because the enemies are huge, right? They're, like, city-sized monsters. If I don't make them correctly, they're going to look really weird and goofy, and it's not going to work. So I decided to, like, take a step back from Scarlet and, like, rethink it a little bit. And in the meantime, I'll work on Blocked and Loaded. Which besides Appease the Spider, Blocked and Loaded has been like the game that people love most that I've made. It's a shame that I went to Rogue Party instead of Blocked and Loaded. Well, maybe it's not a shame because now I know more and the game will be better. But I think I like Rogue Party 2 more. But people who are fans of me like Blocked and Loaded the most. The area work I needed for is far from gaming and more of geography, architecture, urban design, engineering. I managed to do everything I needed, but I had to Google every single... Oh yeah, dude, welcome to the club, man. I have to take notes because I forget all the hotkeys. There's so many of them. I think part of the problem with Blender is there's more than one way to do everything. It's kind of like Excel. The developers were just like, all right, give them this way, and then give them that way, and then give them this idea, and then give them that idea. No, here's another way to do it. And they struggle to pack all the different options into logical locations. And so it's just too complicated, and you just have to learn everything. It's kind of like Unity. There's just too much in the system. And so you have two options. You can make this bloated mess where everything's in one place, and at least you know that it's somewhere in there, or you got to make a bunch of separate applications. And so I'll go with the bloated mess. And so they're always going to be streamlining, but then they're always adding more things. So let's just call it player. Oh, this guy needs a bottom half. Looks a little better. He's forward-leaning, aggressive. Excel, the tool I legit abandoned. Because it was easy to get Python libraries to do what I wanted, then figure out how to do it in Excel. Yeah, that's true. I've written some code in Excel. I actually wrote a Rogue game in Excel. You know, like the game Rogue, the original game. I wrote it in Excel just for fun. So it's not like the worst programming language with VB, but certainly not the best, and it's not the most intuitive. Hey, not your business. What's up? It was funny because I would have the screen refresh, like all the time, and so like you would like perform an action, the whole screen would refresh, and so I figured out like ways to make that much smoother. Like you can turn off screen updating in Excel. I mean, no one cares about this because you're never gonna write a game in Excel. But you can like you turn off the screen updating, you make all your updates, and it's actually faster than if you leave the screen updating on, because every time you make a change in Excel, the screen will refresh if you have updating turned on. But if you don't, it goes much faster. And then like if you're deleting stuff, it's way better to do it as a range than individual cells because it takes longer. Hey, pandas don't fly. Oh, you're on both at once. Sounds like a crash. No, it doesn't crash. It's just how Excel works because it's mimicking as if the user was entering the keys like one at a time, and so you just want to turn that off. I want to keep this as similar to the bone structure as possible. Maybe I could make it that in this world you're a robot. What do you guys think about that? That would at least explain like the fact that you're in space. What do you think about that? Blocked and loaded, you're a robot. Wait, I'm gonna learn my lesson from the arms. I'm gonna draw them straight up and down, and then we'll move them into position. Heavy blender breathing intensifies. I hope you didn't run it with McAfee on the PC. I had many issues with McAfee and Office applications together, and it took me a year to get a client to remove McAfee's malware from their PC. Oh God, no. Dude, McAfee? Wait, McAfee malware? Wait, what? McAfee doesn't have malware. It's a virus fighting piece of software. It's a lean, mean fighting machine. What are you talking about, McAfee? Are you making a joke? That's actually kind of funny. Because I call it McEvil. But that's funny. Yeah, we have McAfee at work. And it's brutal. I was running a script that like it copied contents out of files, created a temporary version of the file, modified the contents, and then deleted the original and renamed the copied version. And McAfee threw a fit. It like thought I was a virus. Like it would slow me down and stop me from operating, and it'd scan every file, and like it was like we were supposedly had it set up so that those folders were exempt to avoid that issue, and it didn't work. And so like McAfee is like it's on my shit list, man. McAfee pisses me off. That's how I really feel. Should he have cankles? I think he should have cankles. I gotta open up more roles for cosplayers. I consider McAfee itself as a malware. It screws so many things. Yeah, it's McEvil. Panda, have you played Valheim? I have arrived. Oops. I have arrived. It's a good game. There's a lot less to it than I thought there would be. But it is just like early access. I don't like this diaper look that he has. I really don't. Looks like he pooped himself and he's full. I did play it like 2 years ago, I think, when it was in beta. I didn't even know it was in beta. You should play it. I assume it's a much different game now. I'll show you my castle maybe on stream. So what was available in the beta? What was the highest boss when you played? Oh, this is actually kind of centered, but it should be on an angle. I gotta match the bone here. Just a slight angle. Alright, I think I did it. I'm so bad at like proportions with characters. Like I'm looking, I'm like the legs are way too big, and then I think about it, like no, that's the right proportion. It's a certain number of heads and all that. There was only one boss to my knowledge, a giant tree thing. Oh my god! There's 5 bosses now. It's a much different game, and it's way more fun now. Dreamstorm sent me a giant ass thing that I'm probably gonna have to read in evil voice. Where's Saruman? There he is. It has been too long, friends. The client is running old versions of everything. They are using Windows 7. Not even the latest version that was released. And the latest compatible McEvil. The McEvil caught the graphics engine of my program, as well as Office programs, and prevented it from refreshing often enough. Ended in every WPF app running at 15 FPS at best. McEvil, do your thing. I don't know, I had like a British accent there, I'm sorry. Might as well pay for the play. No, you don't have to pay here. Free love here. Alright, what do we think of our little blocked and loaded dude? What do you guys think? Are his arms too tiny? I think his arms are too tiny. I think we need to, he needs to stop skipping arm day. Like, all he does is leg day every day. Cardio, everything. And he never lifts. And this is the result. Actually, you know what? Do that, and then, look at that. He started lifting. Let me see them bones. He bulked up a little bit. What do you guys think of that? He didn't skip arm day. He did his bench presses. He did his inclines. He did his push-ups. A little thicker there. It's like his shoulders are so big, and then his arms just like they're so tiny. Maybe it's an optical illusion if I just pull this back over here. Hey Oreo, what's up? They look like a guy trying to start a fight by flexing his chest. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the T-pose. I'm just looking for whether his arms are, like, way out of proportions. I think they're okay. He's just got tiny arms. He's ready to rock, man. And we don't really have to do too much with this dude. We probably just have to put him in, like, a standing pose. Alright, let's apply this. I'm just looking one more time. Is there anything else I want to change? Anything else? I start messing with it too much, and I'll dork it up. Is that waist area okay? You know, I kind of don't like that at all. That's one deep. Yeah. Thanks for that. Appreciate that image that I gave to you. There, now it's not like his legs aren't like seamlessly together. I love how there's so many bones here for the spine, and it's all like one block. That's so funny. I probably should add some lines there, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I just gotta remember how to do it. Let me look it up real quick. I got my notes here. Um, W is for loop cuts. Control S, Control Z. Locks in on the circle. Okay. I don't think I want a loop cut. Oh, maybe that is what I want. Alright, let's try that. Oh! Where's loop cut? Where is it? Where is it? Loop tools? No, there was an easier way to do this. Nope. Crap, I forgot how to do it. No, I don't want that. Select the mesh, Control R. That's it. Okay. Oh, you know what else? I gotta delete this big one in the middle there. All right, let's try this here. Select our vertices, and now Control R. Oh, I love it. So look at that. It's so cool. All right, we'll do that. And you can actually do something like, if we undo that, you can do something like this, where you go 2 lines. 2 lines. Ah, ah, ah. So cool. It's like, it's very powerful, actually, when you think about it. The only thing I notice is it's not going across this thing right here, which is unfortunate. We're going to have to delete his crack, boys. It's a very painful procedure. But don't worry, I'm an expert. Okay. Crack and crisis averted. Alright, so now you'll be able to bend these bones here, and if this worked properly, all this stuff will bend with it. Now I could add lines like all over his body and smooth him out and make him less like boxy, but I don't want to do that because it's blocked and loaded. I don't want to take any of the stuff I learned with Scarlet and apply it here because I need him to look blocky. Alright, let's save that. Now I gotta combine them together. Apply the mirror. With automatic weights. Here we go. Oh, this is gonna hurt if it doesn't work right. Ah! Please work correctly. Automatic weights. Okay, here goes. I don't want to have to do a lot of work here. I really want to just move on to the coding. Please work. Famous last words. Oh, his shoulder should probably be higher and pointing down. Commercials! Gonna be over. What are you up to, Oreo? Have you played Valheim? Have I told you that I like that game? I think it's cool. I think it's a very nice passion project that someone made. All right, let's add a dope sheet. Whoop. Still don't know why it's called a dope sheet. Don't really care to learn because I like the mystery. go to poser mode. Auto key. Okay, save it. Save. Always save here in case you F up. Hey, what are you doing? Come back here. What are you doing? No! Oh, fuck. I hit the wrong button. Come here. Fudge. I said fudge. What are you doing? What the hell is that? Get over here. Save your location. Okay. Save all of your locations. Okay. Double check that he's saved. Okay. I don't know why it added frames there. Alright, now go over 10. What? What are you doing? What are you doing, you idiot? What? Is it not attached? It is attached. Okay. What the frick? Delete. Am I an idiot? Am I the baddies? Why does it say adding frames if they already exist? Alright, let's do location, rotation, scale. I was experimenting there. I just want to see what would happen. It didn't work like I thought. Alright, copy. Paste. What the fudge? Why do I have to do that? Why? Stop being a butt. Like if I do that, copy the frame and paste it over here. What? Oh, I know why. I know why. Alright, so I think there are different scales. That's why. So we're gonna save our scales. Now we're gonna click this button instead of the X. Now will it work? Yes! We did it! Skeleton gets removed. Mortal Kombat! Da, 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 da. Sorry. Mortal Kombat. Fatality. Blender. People playing would be like, what the hell's Blender? Just like a mouse appears on the screen, just pulls a skeleton out. I'm sorry, family friendly. Sorry, family friendly. Let's put him in a freaking pose. Get this over with. I always leave a set of frames where he's not doing anything. I've learned my lesson. It makes importing it much easier. Alright. Looking good. Nice. He's got orangutan arms. Just curious, what will it look like when he's running? Looks kind of goofy. I feel like I need to add vertices. I did not add enough. And the fact that his arms like kind of already cocked back like that is kind of weird. Yeah, it doesn't work. Alright, back to the drawing board here. We're gonna make it look right. I think I learned my lesson. How do you unparent a bone? How do you unparent? I'm not gonna cock back the bones like I did before. We're just gonna have them straight out. I think it's actually like a flaw in the way they did this. There's something special about starting over, you know? It sucks! Ah! Deep breaths. Deep sips of coffee. Deep-seated anger. Alright, let's think about what I did wrong here. I mean, can I live with that? Like, I'm a big fan of just making do with what I have, but I think it looks pretty bad. It's just too, maybe if I take away some of the vertices. Yeah, let's do it that way. I don't want to try and fix it too much. But, I mean, it's expected to have to fix a little bit, right? So we're just going to take away vertices. So, do that. Do that. I don't want to touch anything else. Alright, now how does that work? Oh, that's a little better. Okay, it's a little better. I want to take these away too. Wait, what? Wrong button. I wonder what happens if I take these away completely. I'm just working with so few vertices. I think it's making my life a lot harder. Okay, okay. Alright. That looks a lot better. So what we were specifically doing was saying, alright, let's make him go down like that. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Excuse me. Alright, now what if I were to like put him into a running animation? Oh, that's terrible. Do I have to rotate this guy? That looks pretty bad, guys. I'm thinking about getting rid of this entirely. That cracked though. Sorry, family friendly. Sorry. Alright, can I reparent it? Well, oh shit, wrong button. Shiitake mushrooms? Damn, I'm not doing good today. Okay, can I do that? Does it just automatically work? Alright, see you, man. Appreciate you hanging out. See, I'm always going to run into the issue with the shoulder. It's always going to look kind of weird. I'm okay with it looking a little weird. There's just so few vertices. to work with. It's gonna look like really funky. Yeah, it's just it's off. It's just odd. So there is an alternative to all of this that I'm doing here, which is to go with the original look. The original look was like super boxy. Oh my god, it was like offensively boxy. It looked like I didn't try, even though I really did. Let's look at Scarlet real quick. Maybe I'm being unrealistic here. So Scarlet has, between the two bones, a shoulder. And then I think this is the same, pretty much. I mean, the hand's a little different. But that's the shoulder for Scarlet. Let's compare that to this guy. Aha! That is very different. So for this guy, that's what Scarlet looks like. She's got that little hump right there. Let's see what that does. I gotta like redo the whole mirror thing. Goodbye, cruel world. Oops. Oh no, the crack has to be defeated. Can increase that merge limit, so hopefully these vertices actually merge properly. Let's cross our fingers, hit apply, and I don't want to see a bunch of extra vertices. It worked. How about down here? It worked. Yeah, it worked. Okay. The moment of truth. Please work. Ooh, it looks a little better. Yes, that is much better. Thank you, Scarlet, for helping us. Yes, it looks much better. Nice. Just need a little help from our good friend Scarlet. Nice. There we go. Any other games coming out, guys, that you guys are playing that I need to check out? All right, let's do this. I like our little dude. Our little dude. He's cute. Adorable, even. I could sell squishy toys of him. I mean, he looks great. Plushy toys? Not squishy toys. Plushy toys. I can make little stress relievers out of his head. And of course, we're going to want to put like suits of armor on him and stuff, so that could be really fun. I definitely want to have the upgrades like in the original game. Oh, the other thing I want to add is his face. His facial expressions. And I think those are going to be like, they might even be like a separate model. I was thinking about like attaching it to his head. The facial expressions. I actually did that in the original Rogue Party, or not Rogue Party, Blocked and Loaded 2. I don't know if you guys have followed the channel for a while, but Blocked and Loaded 2 has gone through, this is the third revision of the game. And the original Blocked and Loaded 2 was on X and A, and the facial features were put on, like, on top of the player. So he had a nose, an eyes, a mouth. You could actually define what the models look like when you chose your character. So that was kind of cool. And they would be outside of the actual model, though. So in the game, it would look like it was all one thing. But then, like, in the modeling, it was separate. Alright, let's save this. Let's give him some bland colors. I like our little dude. I think he's really cool. Wait, what? I don't know what that's about. Alright, save. Let's do some colors. Some very, very... Actually, I might just go with white. That might be it. For now, anyway. See you later, Scarlet. Scarlet was looking pretty good, by the way. I had her doing her flips. I had her grappling with enemies. She's actually doing pretty good. I'm just worried about the bigger set pieces and how I'm going to do it and all that good stuff. So I want to open up Medieval Zombies because I want to take some stuff from it. But we'll also open up a new Unity. Come on. 3D. And we will call this BL2. Where's my terrain? What's going on here? Where'd my terrain go? Oh, this is the wrong game. Hold on. That is the wrong game. Is it M Zombies? I really should delete some of these older versions of things that I made where I was just testing things. Yes. M Zombies. This looked pretty cool. This had some potential here. We had some zombies running around. I had some hotkeys to find here. Oh, yeah, there we go. Got my axes. I think I could knock them back. Yeah, I had knockback working. You can't jump, but you can climb ladders. We had the sword, stabby animation, the bow. Oh, that's so cool. And then, of course, the fists. Oh, yeah. But anyway, I want to take the character out of this. Character controller, I want to copy those settings into my game. Man, I need a third monitor. Now I understand. And now I understand why all the streamers have 3 monitors. It totally makes sense. You got your thing that you're working on, your reference point, and then your chat. You have to keep your chat separate. Let's call it Medales. That's what I normally go with. Gotta go to Moe's. Where's my sound? I don't hear my sound. Oh, that just got really loud in my ear. Oh. Okay. Oh. Oh my god, I gotta clean up my desktop. Holy hell. Hello, Mr. Player. He's such a player. Which one's the right one? I think it's that one. It's gonna be one of these 30 guys. This one. Standing. Call it a player stand. And it'll be from 20 to 30. There you go. There's our standing brah. Alright, so we don't need to do running yet because we're not going to actually show that. But we will do the standing dude. Now we need to do a character controller. Animation controller, sorry. I got character controller on my mind. Actually, the better way to do this, and I recommend this for everyone, is to just drag the thing in. It sets up all the variables perfectly, you don't have to worry about it. And I always like to have this name up here match the animation name. Makes my life easier. And that's why I did player stand instead of just stand, because that way when I make an enemy, they can say like zombie underscore stand, and all these variables up here will match, and I won't have to worry about conflicts. But okay, so now when the player gets added into the game, he should just stand. So next thing we want to add is terrain. That's right. We are not going blocky in this game. That's a lot of terrain. I don't need that much to start with. Let's calm down here.
One of these is the size of the terrain. Is it this one? Okay. This will be our testing area. So a lot of the next 100 hours of coding, probably, will be in this test area. So I'm not going to go too crazy with it, but I need it to represent a whole bunch of different things in the game, like a slope, a place to jump off of, water, that kind of stuff. Oh, we need textures. I don't want to do it in paint. Let's do it in this. Let's see if we can get inspired. Alright, we need a grass texture. Like all good RPGs, you start with the grass. How's that look for grass texture? Let's do another layer. that one. We'll create like a 2D folder. It has these little lines right here that I don't like. From this direction, it looks decent. It has lines. It looks okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. Now let's do dirt. I mean, I could go a little crazy with this. Let's see, where are the... Oh, it's this thing right here. This is way too much of a line. We need to break this up right here. I think that'll do it. It's better. Wait, did it actually import? I can't tell. Did I not export it properly? Oh, it did it. Okay. Let's do re-import. It's still got the little dot there. Huh. Still looks the same. Alright, it's not exporting to the right place. Where are you exporting to? Export as. That. Export. Replace. Okay, now hopefully it'll work. Re-import. That's so funny. It's so annoying, actually. Delete. Whatever. I don't know. I don't know. There we go. The line is removed. It's nowhere near as prominent. It's still, there's like a little bit of a line, but it's not that bad. There we go. Unique name. What's going on, my friend? We were working on Blocked and Loaded 2. We were talking about Valheim. We were talking about being a developer, how much it sucks. I mean, how much fun it is. It's great. We're trying to find some magic here with our textures. Yeah, there's one more thing I want to try. So I'm going to save this. Save as grass 2. I want to try doing highlights. Nope. So we'll do 50% opacity. 50's too high. Let's do 20. Just want to see what this ends up looking like. What I'm hoping is that it'll look like almost like a mossy effect, but the dots won't be as prominent, so hopefully everything will just kind of blend together on the ground. That's what I'm hoping for, versus these, you know, dark contrasting spots that stick out very easily. Looks like something out of like a petri dish, actually. Oh, that is, wow, that is much different. Holy hell. That looks way better. It's so subtle. I like that. Alright, let's do dirt. Oh my god, please let me edit the name. What are you doing? Thank you. Let's do dirt. Maybe we found something here that we can work with. Oh, it's still on 50%. I was like, how is it so, I like this music. This is fun, especially for this. This might create a line here, but we'll see. Alright, new layer. Light dirt. And we're going to do something similar here. I think I want a bigger paintbrush. Make this go faster. I just love the effect of blending the colors. I think that looks so cool. And it makes the ground like very subtle. It looks like it's almost a solid color with some dots on it, and then you look at it more closely and there's like dots everywhere. I think that looks really cool. But I might have to do like shadow highlights on the dirt around each circle, which would be kind of painful. I'm going to try to avoid doing that if I can. But we'll see what happens. I'm afraid this is going to be like a line, but dirt. Oh, that's so cool. I think we're onto something, guys. Oh, wow. That's really cool. Also, I want to get rid of this. I want to do circles. That is snazzy looking. That is cool. And let's raise the thing here. Ah! So we got a little terrain to play with. Now I want to do like a cliff thing. Hey, why can't I paint it? What's going on here? paint. They got grass layer. Oh, the opacity's too low. It's kind of annoying that it doesn't remember my settings. That's it's a little frustrating actually. Got to keep changing them every time I switch. That is so cool. I really like that texture. I think they're feeding off of each other really well. That's cool. They're not so different that they kind of clash. They actually kind of blend together. That is really cool. All right, let's get our camera in there and see what it looks like. Oh, wow, that is dead center in his head. Okay, I was not expecting that to work like that. Okay. 2 is pretty much perfect. Maybe move it up a little bit. Because your eyes are not in the center of your head. Okay. That's pretty good. Alright, now I need the character controller from the other game. And let's get that in here. $45.7. That stays the same. That stays the same. Same radius. 0.6. 2.6. Might have to play with those values. Oh, interesting. I didn't have to move this up at all. Very interesting. Oh, I get it. The character controller was separate from the player model. That's how I did it. Okay, okay. I can work with that. Let's do that. Create a empty. Call it just call it I guess we'll just call it player. Put him into there. We're gonna remove this component. Whoops. I'm going to leave the camera attached to him. We're going to move this. It doesn't matter. I can move the camera to him too. Maybe that'll make more sense with the way I'm doing this. But character controller. Whoops. Let's get everybody at 0, 0, 0. Just make life easier real quick. Get that camera. Get it so the center is on his eyes. Okay. Now for the character controller. I guess we'll just move you up. Little too big there. So let's change this to just a 2. Nope, 2.2. Almost there. Just increase the radius. Nope. Increase the height. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That's perfect. The radius is actually a little big, so let's do like that. Much better. We're looking beautiful, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, looking wonderful. Now we hit play, and this is our camera right here. Oh my gosh, I am really liking this. This is great. Now, for movement. We're going to steal the movement from this other game in some ways. And in other ways, maybe not. Actually, I kind of want to take, kind of want to do Scarlet's movement. But, alright, well, we'll start with this. I don't want to do everything in this game here, but where's the update? Oh, we gotta do the is grounded check. Yeah, if we're gonna, I'm assuming we want to do jumping, right, guys? I mean, Locked and Loaded would be a lot more fun if we were jumping around. So we'll do that. I'll do jumping last though. For now, I just want to get stuff like this working. The moving around. So I had a clamp thing here. That's fine. Probably play with that. I need all of this. And moving the player. Okay, so I think that is enough. We're gonna have a new script. We'll just call it main script. What else do you need? Is that it? Okay. Alright, so now... Oh, mouse sensitivity. What's wrong with this? Anything else I gotta do? Maybe that's it. I think that's all I gotta do to at least get rudimentary movement into the game. But there's no gravity though. That's the only thing. Oh, I can't look around. What's wrong? Null reference exception. I don't want to do that. Oh, I couldn't find the camera, so that's a problem. Let's rename this to camera. We'll call it head camera because it's looking out of your eyes. So there's going to be several cameras in the game. So having a distinction there I think is important. This is lowercase player. Don't think we need to do the rotation thing. Hopefully not. We're going to find out. I can't move. Why not? Is camera null? Camera's null. Player's not null. That's fine. Stop. Head camera. Oh shoot! I made the change while I was editing. You can't do that. Or while I was running. It doesn't stick when you stop running. Still can't move. Why not? Camera is set up. Player is set up. Can't move. Can't look either. What am I missing? No, that should be all I have to do. Oh, did I not attach the script? Thought I did. I had to have. Oh, I did. Is it because it's attached to him, so it can't rotate? I can't move around. Oh! I didn't actually perform the move. Haha! I'm an idiot. I set the variable, but I didn't actually use it. I got player speed now and character controller. Always good to define things like this so that you don't have to constantly find them in the game. Doing finds all the time is not good. Leads to mistakes. I'm sure there's a performance hit at some point if you're doing it constantly every frame for hundreds and hundreds of times, or even thousands. Player speed. Do we even use mouse sensitivity really? Oh yeah, we do for rotations, but not movement. So let's do this. Say player speed is equal to 1. I think that'll be really fast, but we'll see. There we go. Or really slow. I can't turn the camera. Why can't I turn the camera? I can move. Just can't turn the camera. Is mouse sensitivity too low? What did I set it to in my previous game? Oh, that's a really high number. Holy crap. Yeah, I'm moving a little bit now, but not a lot. So let's do 100 then. Do this 10 times as fast. Now we're cooking with gas. I don't have any gravity, so I just go to the highest point that I was at, and then I stay there. But we're gonna add gravity next. But yeah, we got something wrong here. Let me look at the left screen. I can't go up and down. Why can't I go up and down? I got a clamp here. Maybe I should turn that off. See what happens. Why? I don't have any mouse Y here. Doesn't sound right. Can't go up and down if you don't have a mouse Y. Alright, we need to be able to aim our gun here, so let's check Rogue Party, how I did it there. Once I know that my answer is in like a piece of code somewhere, I'm just going to go to the code. I'm not going to reinvent the wheel at all. I even try to keep the variables the same. Oh wait, in this game you can't look up either. Let's go to the original attempt at Block 2. Oh my god. You can't look up in that game either. Why would it be there? You idiot. Alright. So I transformed the camera. Clever. Very clever, Marco. Where am I in? What am I in right now? It's not the right thing. Very, very clever. Clever girl. Instead of this, we want mouse Y, I think. Mousey. Shot in the dark, first try. Oh, uh-oh. He's having a seizure. Okay. So you get the sensitivity, and then you have this thing called Smooth V. I can just copy all of this. This was definitely like an old way that I used to do it. It's not my current way, but we can try it. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Gosh, you were so smart back then, Chris. Some of this is probably going to go away here. I didn't do preview move. Speed is already figured into the movement, so I just got to move him. Okay, let's try that. Can't move. Let's go back to what we had and just keep the idea here that the camera will rotate based on the Y. Let's go back to what we had. Whoop. So we made our character controller. We need player speed. Let's see where we're at right now. Are we back where we used to be? Okay, we can't look up and down. I think that's all I had to do. I'm an idiot. I actually took the time to read the code there. Yep, there we go. Up and down. We just have to get the movement correct. The character's looking in the right direction while he moves, but the camera is facing the wrong way. So you can see the camera's 90 degrees off. So let's try and fix that here. Maybe with 0 here instead of a -90. I always forget if like -90 is left or right. Looks like it appears to be working now. Alright, there we go. We did it. So we got our character moving around. We just need gravity now. Gravity, gravity, gravity. Oh, shoot. There we go. Gravity. I wouldn't have gravity in that game. How about zombies? It's so weird streaming to both at once. I gotta be honest with you. It's a weird endeavor. Gravity. Oh yeah, we need ground too. Ground distance. I really should just put it into like a player-based script so I don't have to recode it every time. It is what it is. Velocity, velocity, velocity. Okay. Oh, that looks great. Ground check. Game object dot find ground check. Let's add our game object. Oh, it automatically put it at his feet. That's actually perfect. Okay. Now, how big was the character controller? That'll actually help me out here. Yeah, I want to continue listening. Oh my goodness, advertisement! Skip! So this radius is 0.4, so I want to make sure that the radius on the ground check is not bigger than 0.4. I'm probably going to put it at like 0.2. And that's so that you don't climb walls. It needs to be smaller than the width of your character, or else every time you jump on a wall, it'll feel like you've landed on the ground, and then you can climb walls. So that's like a little tip. Alright, is grounded should be a boolean. Can't type today. Okay, I gotta define the ground mask. There we go. So now the ground is considered ground, so that's good. Woohoo! I'm making progress. Alright. Ooh, I may actually be done, guys. Let's see if I fall down the hill. Did I fall down? Oh, we did it! The real trick will be when I add jumping. But, so now we just got to play with, like, where the, either the ground is located or the bottom of the character. Either one doesn't really matter. The ground check, I mean. So I could just move ground check up, but I'm going to move ground check up to his feet there. And I want to change that size for ground check. Oh yeah, not 1.4, 1.2. See what this looks like. Did it get worse somehow? So if I move, it's not changing. He's not going up and down based on this thing going up and down. His layer's not ground. Alright, 1 second. Ground check position. Wonder why it's not going down. If I move the player down, will that help? Wait, it's the character controller's too big. Yes, it's the character controller itself is too. The character controller itself will pop him up. So let's reduce something here. I actually kind of like the height there, but let's try that. I need the green line here. Well, it's kind of confusing with that line there. I need this green line to go to his feet. So there we go. That's about as good as it's going to get. Let's try that. I think that's better. It's hard to tell. I feel like I'm gonna fly off this cliff. Yes, okay, so now I think I know what's happening. The ground check is actually never hitting the ground because it's not close enough to it. And so the velocity is just building and building and building for the gravity to pull him down, and it's never being satisfied. Alright, we're gonna make this even smaller. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Now, how under the ground are his feet? Oh, they're pretty under the ground. Oh, that looks pretty good. That is very close. I can't do much better than that. Alright, I'm gonna see if the ground check is actually happening now. Oh, look at that. I don't think it's happening. False. Yeah. The ground check's not right. It needs to be, I think, a little lower. So if I turn this off and I look at, yeah, well, okay, so it needs to be at this point down here. So right down there. Okay, I think that'll be good. Okay, is the ground check getting hit? No. Damn. Yeah, the velocity's huge. It's at 100. He's just gonna fly like a rocket ship. Yeah, that's not right. Alright, so stop this. It could be the check is just too small. Put this back at 0.4. I didn't want it to be as big as him, though, because I don't want him to climb walls, so... Yeah, I think that velocity is just gonna grow and grow, and yeah, it's just becoming an astronomical number. Alright, let's try something else. Shit. I did it again. I edited in the while I was running. Dang it. Oh, that looks pretty good. The question is this getting triggered? It's not. So I'm gonna play with this value here. Maybe I got the mask wrong. Check that. Is it layer 8? It is. Dang it. I attached the ground check to the player model. I can try that. I don't think it's going to do anything. Alright, ground distance is 0.4. Scale of 4. Well, that's interesting. That would mean it would be 4 times 0.04. Ah, the plot thickens. It thickens. That would be 1.6. I wonder if that was the problem. Dang it. There's no way that that's not colliding with the ground. There's no way. It's right on top of it. Unless... No, it doesn't make a difference. And it's the little things. I've done this before. Maybe it never worked. Like the way I thought it did. Checks. Oh, I gotta go, guys. Alright, thank you for checking out the stream today. I'll be on maybe later today. See you later, guys.